Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to work on some coordination on the drum set. It's going to be coordination to develop our pocket overall. Give us a nice, smooth, balanced sound. Get our bass drum not overpowering our hands. Make sure our hands are not going to overpower the bass drum. We're going to make sure we're playing nice, smooth ghost notes. Right, and when you play those ghost notes, let's use our fingers, right? You don't want to be, right? This is going to help you groove better. It's going to make your sound the way that you intend your audience to hear it, right? As opposed to whatever, right? So, we're going to be playing this against 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1E, a 2E, a 3E, a 4E, a E and a E and a E and a E and a 1. Repeat it over and over again, right? That's going to make our bass drum foot stronger with triple strokes or 3 strokes, and then we're going to be even more competent with our single paradiddle in the hands. 2 and 4 are going to be accented. So your first measure, you're going to play your kick on the first 3 notes of every beat. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and. Notations below in the description, the PDFs below, or just follow the sticking on the screen. Next measure, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, right? It's going to follow the skeleton of the paradiddle. All right, see what I did there? Then you just fill it in. Right? Easy enough, right? Third measure. This rhythm, students have a problem with this rhythm a lot. Take out the trash. If I was playing that on the snare, it'd be right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left. Because you think of a bar of 16th notes. E and a 2E and a 3E and a. You're just taking out the ands. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a, right? Keep that in mind. I mean, that the sticking doesn't apply to this exercise, but keep that in mind. Anytime you see that rhythm, 1E, a 2E, a 3E, think of that sticking. It'll make life a lot easier for you. But on the kick, it's just going to be 1E, a 2E, a 3E, a 4E, and a. See, I'm taking that and out. Against the hands, 1E and a 2E, 3E, a 4E, 1E, a 2E, a 3E, a 4E, a 1E, a 2E, a 3E, a 4E, a 1. One more time, and 1E, a 2E, a 3E, a 4E, and so forth, right? Again, if you're at the beginning of this level, if you're at the beginning of this kind of coordination, you're going to have to break it down like that far, maybe even like 2 notes at a time. 1E, and so forth, right? 1E, 2E, that slow. You might have to break it down that much, right? It's going to pay off in the end because, like I said, man, it's going to give you coordination in between your limbs, and it's going to help you balance out your volume in between your limbs, right? it's going to help you control your bass drum. When there's problems with rushing, a lot of the times it's people just kind of like not having that coordination. When you don't have that coordination, I mean, you might have like a really strong right hand and everything's going to just kind of follow your right hand, or but if that's the case, then your bass drum foot's going to maybe get fatigued, or your left hand's going to get tired, especially if you're going around on the toms and stuff. So the tempo is going to suffer, you're going to be unbalanced, all kinds of things. But you play exercises like this, where you purposely attack those problem areas, it's going to solve, not just those playing problems with the actual coordination itself, but it's going to help you have better tempo, just better overall control. So just keep that in mind. I mean, yeah, it can be a little bit boring doing this stuff, like I said. Not to go off on too much of a tangent, but when you're learning drums, I mean, a lot of things in life. I mean, the stuff that's the most boring, I know this really applies for drums. The more boring stuff, just sitting there just going like this. Right? Getting a nice accent in the tap. The more you play like boring patterns like that, a little more, less glamorous, that's actually the shortcut that you're looking for when you're trying to get better on drums or other things, right? Because you're just focusing on one thing. You're perfecting that one thing. Let's take drums, for example. Going like this, I'm developing that control. I'm blocking out all the other stuff. Now, when I take that to my other limbs, or I apply that concept to my other hand or whatever, or, it's just going to help you. Your body memorizes those motions, and you take a book like a stick control or something like that, or anything, you just master the most boring parts of that. You get those tuned into your body, into your limbs. When you go to play something more complex, you'll just feel better overall, and people you play with will notice the change in you, and so forth, right? All right, enough of that. Let's get back to the exercise. So we were on the third bar. All right, see those notes, those ghost notes? Keep those nice and low. One E, a 2 E, a 3 E, a 4 E, a 1, right? Fourth measure, last measure. All three bass drum, the three bass drum notes are going to be on the last three 16th notes. E and a, 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 E and a. One E and a, E and a, E and a, E and a. Slower. One E and a, 2 E and a, E and a, E and a. All right, so just think like, hey, I'm playing everything on the bass drum except for the beginning of each paradiddle. Think of it that way. Now let's play the whole exercise. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Now, when you loop this exercise, you're going to play a total of 6 notes all together, right? So coming from 4 E and of the last measure, going into 1 E and of the beginning of the exercise, literally 16th, you're going to play 6 16th notes in a row. Great chop builder. So I'll play the transition. The fourth measure, E and E and E and E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome, man. Hey, it's been great working with you today, guys. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us about yourself. Hey, man. Hey, say I'm in Toronto, or I'm in Los Angeles, or I'm in Seattle, or whatever, man. Hey, I'm in Australia. Hey, I like to meet all of you guys. In the meantime, thank you so much. Be sure to comment. Please help me out too with some engagement. Go ahead and click that like button. I want to, hopefully pop up in your algorithm. So go ahead and click that like button. Most important, let's have you subscribe to the channel, because we're going to be doing a lot of coordination stuff, a lot of coordination exercises, a lot of bass drum exercises, a lot of snare drum stuff too, rudimental exercises. I'll show you how to play a roll, even if you're a beginner, in like a day or two. I mean, there's a lot of things that we're going to be working on. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, because we got a lot coming your way on this channel. You'll see. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you again. Take care. Be safe out there. Keep on drumming.